All right, Biashara means business, and that's what we are on about here on Biashara Tuesday. So if you're here for business, you're in the right place. Put that remote away. We're about to dispense to you some knowledge on business, and the business we are highlighting today is the business of coffee. It's cold outside, which means you're most likely with a cup of coffee, cup of tea, cup of water, hot. And because it's a business of beverage, we have to speak to no one else rather than an expert who has been doing it for the past 6 years. He's done this across several countries and also does train people to be expert baristas. People who are supposed to be brewing the perfect cup of coffee. Si kurusha tu maji kwa kikombe na kunyunyuzia powder na kuna sukari just randomly. Yeah, what does it take to call yourself a barista? That's what we're going to get from Mr. Harun himself here, who is the founder and director at Coffee Star, yeah, as you see here. So the star there at the end, just like barista, coffee_star. I think it's something that you can be checking out on social media and the websites, right? Sure. Yeah, so be checking out the website and social media for coffee_STA and then send in your questions. But first, let me introduce the gentleman and then we get into the conversation. Welcome to the show.
Thank you so much.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm superb.
Yes, have you had your cup of coffee?
Yeah, any day, anytime, coffee is my thing. Yes.
Okay, that's the first thing you begin your day with.
Yes.
Okay, please introduce yourself before we get into the questions of the business and of course your expertise.
Okay, thank you so much, you guys. Yeah. My name is Harun M. Thiongo. I'm a barista, a roaster, and a trainer as well. And I'm the founder of this brand, Coffee Star. But apart from this, I'm a coffee brand ambassador to Paparotti Kenya, a brand that started in Malaysia, then dominated widely in Dubai. Then apparently, we are spreading in Kenya actually at the moment. So our first branch is at Broadwalk Mall. That's where you can get my coffee. That's where I can serve your coffee as well.
Okay.
But now I'm here for this today.
All right. You're here for Coffee Star.
_star. Yes.
A connoisseur.
A connoisseur. Yes. A coffee expert.
A coffee expert.
Yes.
What makes one a coffee expert? Is it the length of time you've had coffee or the amount of time you've interacted with coffee? Because if you speak to guys who are in the tech space, tech bros and developers, they are heavy on drinking coffee.
Yes.
So they'll tell you they know so much about coffee. Are they expert as well?
Oh, okay. We cannot say they are expert. An expert is someone who has been practicing. You cannot be an expert while consuming.
Oh, you're just a consumer.
You're just a consumer.
Yeah, okay.
But an expert is someone who has gone an extra mile to learn deep about coffee.
Okay.
Now, an IT guy who usually have coffee, we can't say he's an expert because they don't know more about the coffee cherry. They only drink. They don't know how the farming process. They don't know the processes behind coffee. And that's what we are here for.
Okay.
Yes.
What was your first, I'm curious, what was your first interaction with coffee like in life, generally? Or like maybe the first time you had coffee and you're like, sweetness only. And then, the first time you thought about this as a career to pursue and maybe eventually as a business?
Actually, I never knew anything about coffee. But my grandfather from my mom's side, they do have the cherry and everything over there at the Ushago, actually in Muranga. And I never had an idea what this cherry comes to a coffee cup. I never understood what happens in between. So I went to school, never did anything to do with coffee, did media arts. Then eventually, this is the love that found me. I was looking for a job for marketing department in a restaurant somewhere in town. Then they told me, we don't have that position, but I'm going to offer you a barista position. I don't know anything about barista. The only barista I know is a lawyer.
Okay.
So I was like, okay. And the deal was okay because he was like, I'm going to train you in Uganda. I'm going to show you everything. I'm going to pay you. I'm going to give you accommodation.
Nice.
And that's where I started my journey. And I was trained about coffee, like basic coffee thing. And after that, I came back to Nairobi. We opened a branch in Nairobi in CJ's actually. That's where my first journey started.
Okay.
CJ in Uganda, Cafe Javas. So after that, now I came in Nairobi. We started the one in Koinange Street. Then after that, now the whole thing started forming, and I never knew what exactly this was. After that, I
For
got.
you at that point, it's a job.
It's a job, yeah. I'm just getting my cash, and I'm still planning to
for a marketing job.
No, a media job. I want to be you. As a matter of fact, I want to be you in that position.
You still want to be in media?
Yes, I want to be in media. A job came, and I was told, now you're going to Dubai for a barista job.
Nice.
I'm going to Dubai for this thing, just having coffee and all that. Oh, that's nice. That's nice. Why not? I went to Dubai, started my journey over there, and coffee in Dubai, it's a huge thing. It's huge. Like literally, even making that coffee, people come and film you, like
in that process.
Okay. You know, they value coffee so much. You have no idea.
It's a culture.
It's a culture. All
right. I wouldn't have guessed Dubai to be a coffee destination. Sounds too luxurious for coffee.
Yes, actually, that's where my journey started. Now I developed that thing of coffee. The way people were appreciating the whole thing of coffee, now I developed the whole thing of coffee. And I decided now to upgrade my skills in coffee. I went to school in Dubai as well for baristaing.
Nice.
So I was certified barista after that. Now, you know, in Uganda, I was actually trained. Basically, this is what you do. This is how you remove a shot. This is how you do to make a coffee and all that. I was trained by a guy called Steven. After that, Linus. That's my whole journey. Now, in Dubai, I was trained with someone called Samson Kibuja. So that's when I started developing the whole thing. And yeah.
And now you're a barista.
Now I'm a barista and a roaster. From that point in Dubai, actually, I went to another country now to learn something called roasting in Bahrain. It's still in the Middle East. So I learned coffee roasting. Now this now developing coffee to be darker, like to be medium and all that. Watu wanasemanga ni kuchoma.
Kuchoma kahawa.
Kuchoma kahawa. But now that's not the point. The system unachoma kahawa. So because we're going to get deep now.
Okay. The roasting is a bit detailed than that.
Details, yeah. So that's where I developed. I came to Kenya. Back now, in 2020, actually, I came back to Kenya after the whole journey since 2019. So I came back to 2020. I came back to Kenya. I started now learning the Kenya market. Now, this time round, I have interest. Now I'm trying to understand the whole market, how it works and all that. Then after that, now I started being a consultant, opening coffee shops. Like if you're told you want a coffee shop, I come, I develop your menu, beverages, everything, mostly halal menu, whereby there's no alcohol in it.
Okay.
So it's coffee and some mojitos, the drink that they don't have alcohol in it.
Okay.
Now basically that's what I started doing. Now training even other baristas. If you have a coffee shop and you want your barista to be more professional. So that's
something that you do.
Yeah, that's something that I do. And after that, now I develop my coffee, whereby now I have, if I told you have a coffee shop, I give you coffee.
Okay.
Now I start supplying coffee to you.
Okay.
Now that's where distribution comes in.
Nice. So you can supply me coffee
at
and
home.
You can also train me in the art of being a barista.
Yes.
Okay. That's a very good combination in one man who also still runs a business of serving people coffee.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. So there's different varieties of coffee, if I may call that. I remember from my, faintly from my classes in geography.
Yes.
We were told about Arabica, which are some of the names I have seen here.
Yes.
There are some from Ethiopia. I think you can see those on the screen. Could we, let us in a bit about what your coffee looks like and what are the, maybe, do we call those strains of coffee? Yeah.
Yes. So basically, we do have Arabica and Robusta.
Okay.
In Kenya, we don't have Robusta that much. We have Arabica.
Okay.
And when you get to Arabica, there are some grades of Arabica. We have AA, we have AB, we have C, we have TT, we have, like, there is expensive coffee from the grading part of it.
Okay.
Now, when you come to grading, there is 90 plus, 80 plus. It depends on how you do cupping. Now, when you do the whole thing of coffee, there is cupping part of it whereby you have to taste your coffee before now you release it to the market.
Okay.
So you have to taste your coffee. Is it a high grade one? Now we have even low grade ones. And these low grade ones, actually, they are the coffee that you usually have it on this powder thing that usually you guys use. Now those people who are casual drinkers, they usually have this, I won't name the brands,
Okay.
but usually they have these small powders you put in your water and you say you are having coffee.
So that's a casual drinker.
That's a casual drinker. Plus that's not even coffee.
That's not even, wow, okay, what's
That's
that?
not even coffee.
I was saying I had like 2 cups of coffee this morning.
Oh.
So that was nothing, just warm water.
Yes, that's warm water actually. But now when you get to coffee, now you do have to have this coffee actually. The grounded coffee.
Ground coffee.
Yes. And now for myself, I usually go to farmers, check which coffee. If you can check on my Instagram actually, I usually go to farmers as well. Try to find the right cherries, go to millers, try to find the capping part of it. Now after that, now I grade it to my coffee, which is AB or AA. Usually have my coffee high grade coffee actually. I don't have TT, I don't have low grade coffee. So that's
what's the difference between these grades in terms of the experience that I have as a consumer? High grade, low grade.
Okay. Now
Would I feel it?
Yes, you can feel it if now you're in that position of a connoisseur.
Okay. Okay.
You know, now you're
So
getting
that's
deeper
an
and deeper
expert
and deeper,
consumer.
whereby you don't even have to have your coffee with milk. That's why you say coffee without milk, just black coffee and all that. And that's why I have these gadgets to show you how, like different methods of making your coffee.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
So we have AA, we have AB, we have C, and when you taste, you can feel you can feel how sweet it is, the aroma. You can feel it's chocolatey, it's like groundnuts. There are those things that you can, if you're keen enough, you can feel them. You can taste them and you can get.
Do you develop your palate when you're being trained as a barista?
Yes, there is that part actually.
Okay.
There is that part of tasting and developing your palates as well.
Nice.
You learn everything about your tongue, how to taste, where you will get this from. Yes.
All right. Tell us about this instruments. What was the sini waganga? Yeah, let's know. What are these? I remember burettes and pipettes from my chemistry class. Some of them look like that, funnels. Maybe a crash course on.
Yeah, sure. Actually, now we'll start with the. Okay, I don't have a coffee machine over here.
Okay.
Usually we have an espresso machine. Singeweza kuja nayo.
Of course, yeah. It's all right.
It's too much. But basically, this is what you can have at home. This is a Chemex. Chemex usually it brews coffee. It's a process of brewing coffee, whereby you have to have a filter. This filter, and you still have to have this gadget itself. Okay. I usually sell them actually.
Nice.
So if you want one, you can still contact me as well. When you have these and you have these, you need to have a grinder as well, whereby you have to grind your coffee, or if not grinded, you have to have a grinded coffee.
Coffee already.
Grounded coffee itself. Okay. So whereby you pour your coffee, you brew well, you have to have hot water as well, and 83 degrees over there, depending with which coffee you have as well. Okay. So you don't have, usitumie tu maji moto. Una maji tu fulani unafaa. Actually, you're supposed to have a thermometer.
A thermometer.
Yes. Okay. To at least measure your water. So that's the whole thing. And then we do have a V60. V60, the same process. It has a filter as well, and that's the thing. And after that, still hot water, grounded coffee. We have French press. Now French press, you just put your grounded coffee over here, hot water, put like that. Enjoy. This is the simplest method.
That's the simplest. I like it.
Yes.
Okay.
Just put grounded coffee over there, hot water, leave it to brew. Then after that, you have coffee.
And then you pour your coffee.
Then you pour you pour it over here. This is one of my merchandise actually, sorry.
Okay.
So you pour it on coffee, it's the cup.
Let me have this. All right, this is a nice cup.
Yes.
Nice.
And some few methods that I don't have over here. We have we have AeroPress as well. Yes.
Okay. So these are things that I can have in my home for my own coffee consumption and enjoyment.
Instead of doing those powders.
Okay, so is it expensive to be a connoisseur of coffee at this level? Because that's probably the first question someone is asking themselves. Mbona niachane na powder zangu alafu ndo ninunue hizo zenu za uptown?
It's expensive to have coffee. it is expensive. These gadgets are expensive, and honestly, you can just invest in one gadget and have your coffee at home. And even the coffee machine itself, it's very expensive. Like starting a coffee shop, it's expensive.
It's expensive business.
And that's why Kenyans sometimes we are confused. Some people go to coffee shop to associate themselves with fanciness and class. That's not the point. Don't associate yourself with class and all that. Go and learn coffee. Learn, understand your coffee. And it's so unfortunate our coffee is well appreciated abroad
than it is here.
Over here. And we are producers of coffee, but we don't appreciate our own coffee. Go to Ethiopia. They are well known for coffee as well.
And they're drinking their own coffee.
And they're drinking their own coffee. In each and every corner of Ethiopia, actually, outside a club, actually, you will get a coffee place. And you will enjoy your coffee as well.
Outside every coffee shop, there's a club. It's the other way around.
And a smoky place.
And a smoky guy.
Yes.
Yeah? Okay. So is your coffee Kenyan, this that you use at Coffee Stand?
Yes, I usually have my own coffee from home because I do have my clients who are outside as well, and they really love Kenyan coffee. And I'm really trying to get Ethiopian coffee as well, Burundi, Rwanda, and Uganda. That's what I'm trying at least to bring in the market. But I cannot bring the outside coffee when we are not still appreciating our own coffee. I haven't utilized our own coffee to the fullest. So I can't start bringing outside countries coffee over here. So that's the whole thing.
How does your process of working with farmers look like to source the coffee?
Usually I do visit the coffee farms, and even coffee farm I engage with farmers. Mostly I work with cooperatives as well to like have my own green beans. Green bean coffee. Then after that, I go to a roastery where I roast my coffee at Peter's place called Peter Karaoke. So yeah, that's the thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
A friend of mine, Ngoiri Migwi, is one of those people who go to the coffee shops for that experience of class and of course to work as well. But you know, it helps if you have a glass of or a cup of coffee next to you. They're asking about the brewing techniques to elevate that coffee experience at home. If I don't want to go there and be lied to with some warm water and powder, apart from having this, of course, how can I elevate my coffee experience at home?
First, you need to do away with those powders. Then now start having the coffee brands. Now smell the aroma of coffee. It will never lie. But the powder, you never feel the coffee, like the real aroma of coffee. Now you'll never know the authenticity of coffee until you meet with that authentic product. So you need now to start having the original products, the coffee itself, the roasted coffee itself. You feel the aroma. Plus then, when you go to a coffee shop and you want a coffee, say medium to dark or medium roast. When you want to have your coffee at home, do the medium one, not the dark. When you say dark coffee, it's more like umechoma sana hiyo kahawa. So even imekuwa bitter. Sasa hata usiwezi feel the nitakwambia nini? Hizo nutrients textures zenyewe uwezi feel. So you need to have the medium. Ile haijachomwa sana. Now after that, slowly start with small grammage of coffee. Then after that, now you will elevate slowly, and now you'll be a connoisseur. And plus that, you need someone like me to like guide you and show you the way.
Since you're involved in this process from start to finish, which parts of being a barista do you enjoy? Which parts do you enjoy the most? Is it the tasting or the making process? Which are your favorites?
I like the cupping part of it. The cupping now whereby you have to taste and engaging with the farmers. I like going to the farm so much. And now the final product is whereby I'm making coffee at the restaurant and I'm engaging with customers. I like talking to customers. People have issues. People are depressed outside. Or when they come to a coffee shop, they want to riot to you. Now they want to talk to you. They want to tell you their story. Now that's where I love it more.
Process of interaction.
This process of interaction.
What is a crazy coffee order you've ever received?
A crazy coffee order? When someone comes at a coffee shop and they want cappuccino without foam. Cappuccino without foam. How can you have a cappuccino without foam? Honestly. Now,
Honestly.
cappuccino, you need to have a form.
I didn't even know that. But honestly, guys.
Ama, coffee with sugar. Don't go to a coffee shop and you want coffee with sugar.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
No, you
For you not to
have it with
develop the
sugar?
palate thing, coffee itself, it has sugar.
Oh, you shouldn't go with sugar.
No.
You know, I overdo sugar in my coffee because I'm trying to do away with the bitterness.
Those are some of the things that irritate baristas.
Okay.
Coffee with sugar, like someone will come and say extra hot coffee. Coffee is not supposed to have been
Kama kuchase beer. Yeah.
Usichome kahawa yako atikuwe moto zaidi. No.
Okay. Iced coffee.
Yes.
Is that cold coffee, and why do people have it?
Yeah, iced coffee is actually nice. It's okay.
Yeah.
But now we are going to, what am I going to say? Iced coffee is not the way to go though.
Okay.
But at least we can say it's okay.
Why is it okay, and why is it not the way to go?
Coffee, we can, okay. Now what am I going to say about this? Coffee is well nice when it has that balance of heat. Okay. Not very hot, just at 60 degrees Celsius, 60 to 70. But when you say cold, it's okay, you can enjoy. But for connoisseur, they don't really go for that. And if at all you're going for a cold coffee, go for something called cold brew. So it's just a process of brewing your coffee for like 24 hours.
Okay.
Yes.
For 24 hours.
For 24.
What does this do to the coffee?
It ferment coffee. There is a way of developing, and even you can feel the taste of coffee actually over the night. So that's the whole thing. Okay. That's the best cold coffee you can have, cold brew. But these are other things. It's okay to have. Yeah,
I've actually really never understood why people take like cold beverage in general, including cold coffee.
But especially
iced tea, iced coffee.
Yes, iced caramel caramel macchiato, vanilla, iced. It's okay to have them. It's okay to have them. They do have sugar. For sure. But for connoisseur, they would opt to have sugary coffee. Okay. They usually have their coffee when it's just purely coffee. Okay. And when purely coffee, it's cold brew. Yeah. So for a first timer who walks into a coffee shop and hears 2 shots of this, 1 shot of this, what does that shot represent in coffee? Now we do have espresso. Now espresso is just an extraction of coffee beans from a coffee machine. Okay. That are in espresso. And in espresso we do have double espresso and single espresso. And now those double and single are short, 2 shot, 1 shot. That's now where the shots comes in. Okay. Yes. Right. For a business person, I have a question, which regards to the popularity. Which are the most popular coffee orders? Maybe for someone getting into the business to think about. Yeah. In a coffee shop. Yes. Especially in Kenya for the Kenyan coffee drinking culture. Yeah. Cappuccino, latte, vanilla latte, caramel macchiato, and espresso. Okay. But Kenyans don't like espresso that much. Because of the it's nikali. Watasema nikali. But that's not the point. Ufai kusema kahawa nikali. Oh, as a connoisseur. As a connoisseur, what am I supposed to say? A lemon taste like. A lemon taste like. Yes. Okay. And they don't like that taste. There you have it. Yeah. You don't like, but we connoisseurs, we love it. All right. So there's a question on single and blended coffees. Yes. What's the difference there? Single origin and blended coffees. Okay. Single origin. What can I say about single origin? Single origin is when you go to a specific. For example, we do have Maguta Estate. Maguta Estate, it's a farm whereby they have specialized in green coffee, and there are those processes that they do in that farm. So from there, you can say that's a single origin whereby it originates from that farm. Now, when you say blended, you can say it's a mixture of different places. All right, I see. Different farms. So that's blending. Okay. Yes, basically. And when you come to a coffee shop now, after that, you can come and blend your coffee now from different grades. There is that grading of blending of grades, and there is that blending of origin, different origin. Yes. Okay. As someone who's had this for a very long time, and I can see it even in your passion for the coffee, and you've probably had
all the coffee there is
Yeah.
to taste. What makes a great cup of coffee for you, apart from the coffee itself?
Yeah.
What to you would mean, as someone who's had probably every kind of offering in terms of coffee, what would make a great cup of coffee for you?
A barista who knows what he's doing. A barista who understands coffee. I will appreciate having a cup of coffee from him with that love and passion. If I see the passion for the barista, I will appreciate it. It might not be the best cup, but the way you serve it, the way you give it to me matters a lot than even the cup. Yes.
All right.
So it might be any cup of coffee, any type of coffee, but how the barista
Has made it.
the passion in it, I can tell. And that's what matters a lot to me.
I'm pretty sure you can taste it. You can know a cup made of someone who has...
Yes, someone who knows what he's doing. Yes.
Okay. Now, let's get the orders going, yeah? Watu wanataka kwanza mimi, tuanzie mimi.
Yes.
I want to know how I will order one of this.
Yes.
Maybe I can start my coffee journey. Generally, what before we get into that, generally speaking, for a tea person,
Yes.
so maybe we are now talking to someone who straight out of Worcestershire, and they're like, what are you guys talking about coffee? I'm a tea guy. So, generally speaking, just for the allure of coffee,
Yes.
what is good about being a coffee person?
Coffee helps a lot when in terms of your brains. It opens your nerves. That's why even you find most of the business are made over a cup of coffee. That's why you say, oh, we're having a business meeting, let's go to a certain
coffee
restaurant to
shop.
have coffee shop. That's the whole thing. It opens your nerves, it opens a lot, it makes you relax, and so many things.
Okay.
But another thing, don't have your coffee in an empty stomach.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, don't make it a norm like to have coffee in an empty in an empty stomach.
And a lot of people have it first thing in the morning.
Yes,
Yeah.
you need to have your breakfast first,
Okay.
then have your coffee.
All right.
Yes.
Okay. Wewe mmesikia devs and tech bros don't have it on empty stomachs. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So kahawa ifanyangi usilale. Kuna wengine wanasemanga when I have coffee I won't sleep. I usually have my coffee even at night and I will sleep like a baby.
Yeah. There's
So
that
it
kind
makes
of
you relax.
Okay.
Yes.
So kahawa inisaidii ku transnight when I'm doing
hiyo
my...
tu ni mentality na ukweli
reports.
utatranslate
Eh.
but kahawa ifanyangi kitu kama hiyo, utalala vizuri.
Okay.
Yes.
I can have coffee just right before I sleep
Yes.
and sleep very well.
It's very possible.
Okay.
It's very possible.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sawa. It's good for your nerves, opens you up, ukwe umechangamka na umerelax, yeah? Umerelax na umechangamka at the same time. That's a really good thing. Let's get the orders going, as we said.
Yeah.
What order aje? Coffee star, and in what kind of packages are they available?
So usually I have my half a kg.
Half a kg is the one you're holding.
Yes.
Okay.
And I have a 1 kg. So if at all you do need one, just text me or call me at my number 0740 250 190, or you can get me on my social handles, coffee_STA. You can DM me, you can talk to me, anything, and I will get it to you.
Okay.
Usually I do deliver everywhere you want, but at Central Point, Nairobi town.
Nairobi town.
Yeah, but if at all you do have a restaurant and you want me to distribute to you, just call and I will deliver wherever you are around Nairobi. But in Kisumu, Mombasa, usually we do send a parcel. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. So as he said, text him, call him 0740 250 190. Yeah, 40 to 50 190, and then you can DM or send your query on social platforms.
Yeah, sure.
Coffee_star. That's where you get your orders in from. Now, that's
Instagram.
for the coffee. If they want to do it at home, if they want to have an experience at one of the shops, where do they come to?
Yeah. If you want to have an experience of my coffee, come to Paparoti, Kenya at Broadwalk Mall. It's a franchise that originated in Malaysia, then widely spread in Dubai. So right now we are trying to have the same experience in Kenya. So if you want anything to do with my coffee, come to Paparoti. You'll find me over there at Broadwalk, Ojijo Road, Westlands.
Right.
Yes.
Ojijo Road Pale, Broadwalk. You will find him there,
Yes.
and then you have an experience. And the other artillery, hizo za kutumia.
Sasa hizi unataka kutumia, ukinunua moja huwa nakupatia recipe na ukupatianga the way to use them. So if you buy a V60, I'll give you the way forward to use it at home. So that's the whole thing.
Nice. They can still order it through Coffee Star.
Yeah, you can still order from Coffee Star.
Nice. So hizi vitu ziko hapa, you can get for yourself and have a, a cup of happiness, as we have been described to the whole process. Sounds very exciting. And if you become a connoisseur, this year I'm trying to grow some class as well. So I'm going to be a connoisseur. I'll be, letting you know of the taste, where it originates from, this and much more of the class I'm injecting in my lifestyle. So be a part of this journey and get yourself something from Coffee Star. Ground coffee. Ndo wachane zile glucose nakunywa kwa nyumba. Powder ukiziita coffee. Thank you very much, Harun, for creating time for us and explaining us the whole process. Let's talk about training as well before we close up. Coffee brewing skills training. How do you go about that for people who are interested?
So usually if you want to be trained about coffee, I have a place where I usually train people, my place. If you want, just talk to me, call the number, and there is processes of training as well. You start with a barista. After that, now you develop interest. You can become a roaster. You can become a QC. You can become a kappa. You can become, like, the whole thing of coffee is so wild. We cannot even fully. You cannot cover it fully.
I can see.
So it's very wild. There's so many skills in that field, and they are undiscovered skills actually. So let's
come and get any of those skills. So it's just a small skill, but it pays off. It pays off. It does pay off. I think anything that you want to achieve in this life, it is a small thing, just put your effort in it, and one day, one time, it will pay off for sure. Right. Do you still want to come into media? After that long journey?
No, I still want to be in coffee, but I can do the media part of it while achieving my own thing in coffee as well.
Definitely.
Do coffee, make people learn coffee. That's what I do in my socials. In my TikTok, on my Instagram, I teach people.
You're already still.
So usually I teach people on my Instagram, my TikTok, and even my YouTube channel actually. It
could eventually become a full-blown show that you put out on, I don't know, whatever. Okay, nice. Thank you very much, Harun, founder and director of Coffee Star, for creating time for us here this morning.
For sure, without...
Oh my goodness. Thank you so much.
Start your journey with that actually.
Nakwambia kunusu. Ni mambo ya powder. Ai, sahau. Thank you so much, bro. This makes my day and my week. Definitely. Sure. Oh my goodness, that's why I love this show. We talk business and then we go home with something. Also smells nice.
That's the aroma.
That's the aroma, man.
Now you're a connoisseur.
Now I'm a connoisseur. The journey has begun. It smells like Arabica. It is. Asante sana, Harun. Okay, so check out Coffee Star on social platforms, coffee_star. He puts out a few videos here and there for your own consumption in terms of learning how to make a good cup of coffee. If you want training, reach out to him as well. He will train you from whichever angle of you trying to be a barista. Even QC, quality control, right? So that's checking if it's the right product. That's I think hapo pia nitakuja hapo after I've had my first taste.
Utafika hapo.
Nitakuja hapo sasa. So check them out and order as well. Your half kg, your kg here, and also any other of these products that you want to try and use to brew at home. It also helps you with a step-by-step process of how you can go and use it. So you're getting so much added value if you're getting it from Coffee Star. Thank you very much, Harun.
Thank you so much.
Going to take that short break here on Biashara Tuesday, but Biashara inaendelea. We're going to mulika the Biashara of the nation. How are we doing out there? It's cold, so grab yourself a cup of coffee, and I hope it's ground coffee. We'll be right back. Don't go too far.